Hi, I'm John Bryan, West Virginia civil rights lawyer. There's just something about Walmart and encounters with the police and civil rights violations. They just kind of tend to go together. So let me tell you about a case that I've been watching for a little while. This happened at the Cross Lanes, West Virginia Walmart, and it has to do with a response by the Nitro Police Department. And this is a West Virginia case. This has to do with open carry of firearms. It has to do with a shotgun. It has to do with allegations of trespassing. And like I said, Walmart. Now, you might have seen this case in the news when it first happened because knowing the news, as we all do, some guy gets arrested for trespassing in Walmart, allegedly, and boom, we have allegations of some kind of crazy mass shooter who's about to murder everybody and their cousin in West Virginia in a Walmart. So that's basically how it went down. The guy ends up losing a great job over this whole thing of what was just a really, really stupid minor incident that shouldn't have been an issue at all. And this is how it basically happened is my client in this case, guy who'd never been in trouble before or anything like that. He buys a shotgun. And first he goes to, I think it was Rural King, and he tries to get it fitted for a sling. And if you've ever bought slings for rifles or shotguns, you know that there are all sorts of different brands and fittings. It can be difficult. So he brings the shotgun into Rural King first. It's not in a case. He just bought it. He doesn't have a case for it yet. He brings it into Rural King. The helpful person behind the counter in Rural King tries to help him fit a sling. They don't have one. He says, maybe try Walmart. So he goes to the sporting goods section in Walmart, but it doesn't go like it did at Rural King, unfortunately. Next thing you know, he's in the news and he loses his job. And here's what happened. Take a look at it and let me know what you think. As the client enters the front entrance of Walmart, he's met by a greeter who gives him a mask and says he can bring the gun in, but he has to wear a mask. So that's what he does. He puts on the mask that he was handed and he proceeds to walk in Walmart. He heads towards the sporting goods section with the uncased and unloaded shotgun to try to find a sling. And the 911 calls come from Walmart. And here are the calls, the first one and then the main call in its entirety.
Metro Communications.
Metro, this is Dave Westfall at the Nitro Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we just had a guy enter our store with a shotgun and a pistol, and management is talking to him and requesting we get an officer up here.
Okay, hold on just a second.
911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I work at the Cross Lanes Walmart, and we have a gentleman in our store that is carrying a shotgun, and he says it's not loaded, but we've asked him to leave, and he's refusing to leave.
Cross Lanes Walmart.
Yes, we're back in the sporting goods department right now.
Okay, and what kind of gun is he?
It's a shotgun. He's got a pistol on him as well, and we've asked him to leave several times, and he keeps saying it's his right to have it in here.
Okay. Can you give me a description of him?
Yeah, gray t-shirt, blue jeans.
White male?
Yeah, white male, black shoes, curly, sandy blondish hair.
Okay. Is anybody talking to him right now?
My co-manager's talking to him right now.
Okay. Can you see their body actions? Is he being aggressive?
Yeah, I can see, yeah, he's standing still. He's got his hand up, but he doesn't look aggressive right now. He's just got it resting on his shoe.
Where exactly are they at?
We're in the sporting goods department, right by the counter.
What's your name?
Good question. My name is...
Last name, Rachel? What's a good phone number for you? Now, is there any prohibiting guns or anything on the front door or anything that would,
What is it? I'm sorry.
Is there any signs or anything that says no firearms?
Yeah, there should be one that says that we ask that you don't conceal carry. And honestly, we have associates out there, so I'm not sure why one of them didn't alert us when he was coming in. But
Hmm. Are they arguing at this time?
yeah, he's telling her that she's harassing him, and she's like, I'm not harassing you, but I need you to leave my store.
No, just keep me on the line. I got multiple officers on the way up there.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, right over there by the counter.
Yes.
Hey, Justin, we're staying on the phone until they get there. Yeah, they're coming up the hill now, so. There's no way you can talk to your manager, is there, from...
Yeah, I can talk to her.
Okay, well, that's not to say that they're coming up the hill because I don't want him to panic.
Okay, I got you.
So just act like you're carrying a normal conversation.
Okay.
Definitely don't want him to start.
Yeah. Me either.
Yeah, now, do you have someone else on the phone telling people to stay away from him?
We've got a few associates kind of in the area, kind of directing people away.
Okay.
Let me make sure that people are back.
I mean, we just don't, I mean, he's not doing anything. You know, he's not threatening anybody with a gun, correct?
Right. No,
Okay.
not at this time.
How old is he? Is he an elderly male, a younger guy?
Maybe like 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
He's got a tattoo on his neck. I can't see what it says from here, though. It's a word.
They still arguing and talking, or?
Yeah, they're still talking. Like her arms are moving like she's, kind of, she's talking a little bit aggressively, but he's still just standing there with it on his shoe.
So is he saying he's mad about the store policy on the gun?
Yeah, he's saying it's his right, like it's a law that he's allowed to have it, that he's just here to buy a swing and it's his right to have it.
Yeah, in public.
Yeah, and that's what she explained to him, that this is a private business, that we're allowed to deny entry with things like that, and he doesn't agree.
Okay, well, he can talk to law enforcement. We got deputies and Metro PD pulling on scene right now.
Okay.
So just, now, sporting goods, refresh my memory, it's back left, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Justin, Devin, back left store.
I'm out where they make sure people stay back up.
Hey, if you have an
They're gonna
associate,
just tell them it's going to be just a little bit. Okay.
if you have an associate close by, just tell them you go to the front and escort the officers back there. That way they can go straight to them.
Okay. Yeah, we have our AP person is up front waiting on them.
Gotcha.
And I'm standing here in Action Alley. We have a couple of associates here in Action Alley. So.
Okay. Now, when law enforcement gets there, you all just need to just kind of go away and back up, just in case if anything escalates. I don't want you all to be in harm's way.
For sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, go. Daryl. Back up. Right there. I need you guys to stay back. Go back, please. They're here, sir.
All right, just keep me on the phone for a second. Tell me what's going on so we have a clue.
Make sure nobody comes that way. Block off that way.
They have their guns out or anything?
Action Alley, stay clear. Back up, guys. Back up.
Person's on 11. The officers have their guns out or anything?
So what happens here is the police arrive in force, and the first guy that you see came in on the left side with his AR pointed towards the client, Actually, when he got up close to the client who was raising his hands, he had already set the shotgun down off to the side. This guy actually tased him, and I'm not positive if it was that guy or the guy that came around on the other side, but it hit actually where his wallet is in the back of his pants. And the first thing that the guy did when he approached the client, who was completely cooperative, was to pull the taser barbs out of the back pocket of his pants. Basically, at that point, they arrested him, and the police had never asked him to leave, and he was arrested first, and actually tased first before they arrested him. So there was no asking him to leave. They just came and took him under custody, and obviously tased him, and they carried him. They took his firearms, and they escorted him out the front door of Walmart. There you can see the client being taken out, and here comes another couple other police officers. There's the one carrying the shotgun, and I believe that's the guy who was on the left who came up first and tased him, but I'm not positive about that yet. And then here comes another guy from the Kanawha County Sheriff's Department. The other two guys, I believe, were from the city of Nitro. And you get another look at them as they come out the front door of Walmart. And here they bring him out the front entrance, and they put him in what looks to be I think a city of Nitro police cruiser. And at that point, they took him down to the police station or wherever they do their processing, and figure out what they've actually arrested him for. So, to be the voice of reason here, open carry of firearms in West Virginia is absolutely legal, whether it's the pistol on his side or the shotgun that he carried into Rural King and into Walmart, so long as he's not threatening anybody or anything like that. But of course, you're going to encounter people, carrying calls, basically, people who are afraid of guns. We're going to call 911. And in fact, it looks like it happened to be actually the manager of Walmart in this case. And in fact, when he gets confronted, you see the earlier part of the video by the manager, or maybe it was the assistant manager, but I think it was the manager, and who told him, you're going to have to go put that shotgun in the car, and actually tells him, well, you can carry that pistol on your side, even though it's absolutely ugly and revolting. And I'm paraphrasing there, but she appeared to be anti-gun and really didn't like the shotgun. And from the client's point of view, if you take a look at the front doors of the Walmart, it is not posted so as to say, no firearms. Regardless of what their policy is or is not, the front doors were not posted. In fact, he encountered the greeter, if you recall, at the front door, who told him it was okay to bring the firearms, the shotgun, inside the Walmart, so long as he wore a mask. But now he encounters an anti-gun Karen manager who's absolutely afraid of guns, and tells him that he has to go put the shotgun in the car. And she had already called the police on him. So the police are coming to a guy in Walmart call, basically. And what do they end up arresting him for? And again, they tase him first, and then they arrest him. Well, and they have to sort it out after the fact. Well, what did we arrest him for? They ended up arresting him for trespassing. To make a long story short, he ended up beating those trespassing charges because he actually was never asked to leave. And of course, the police didn't ask him to leave, because he got tased first before he had any conversation with them. So he ends up beating the trespassing charge. As it turns out, it's not trespassing unless you refuse to leave. So usually police would come and say, all right, if you don't want to leave, we'll arrest you for trespassing. Here's the problem. Under West Virginia State Code, first offense trespassing, there's no jail time. But they've already arrested the guy. He's already in custody. So they had sort of a problem there, and they ended up not being able to convict him of anything. So what's the end result of this? Well, unfortunately, he got drugged through the news. And take a look at this news headline alleging that he was wielding, or as they misspell yielding in one of the headlines, guns inside Walmart. And it was all over the news. They stopped everything. There was a crazy gunman in Walmart. And it was just a guy open carrying, which is legal in West Virginia. And he's looking for a sling for his shotgun. He's not threatening anybody. He's not acting dangerously at all. But you have this, anti-gun manager at Walmart who wants to cause a scene and who did not ask him to leave, but insisted that it wasn't legal for him to even have the shotgun. So she said, well, the police are on the way. And so he said, okay, I'll talk to him then. And he loses his job. He loses a great paying job. And now he can't even get hired at 7-Eleven. He's about to lose his house. It's a really sad story caused by something that shouldn't have been an incident. Shouldn't have been drama at all, just like it wasn't in Rural King. But of course, if there's going to be drama, it's going to happen in Walmart. And it's unfortunate when the police show up and they tase first and ask questions later, essentially. Just like all of us, we should not use force unless there's somebody's safety that is threatened. So they could have walked right up to him. His hands were in the air, and they could have asked him, what's the problem? What's going on? And if the problem is he doesn't want to leave Walmart, all they had to do was ask him to leave. There would have been no incident. He'd still have his job. But of course, like everything else in 2021, who's going to thrive? Who thrives in chaos? It's lawyers, of course. So it's going to be a busy year.